Well, here's confirmation that the West is really scared of China. Sir William Hague, the ex-Tory party leader Sir William Hague, has warned Western democracy may not survive the dual threat from an increasingly powerful China and the mass spread of misinformation within its own societies. This is what I've been saying again all along to people that know me. China is so strong. China has been growing for the last 20 years, 25 years. Asian society, China at the forefront of it, taking back control of Hong Kong, its slave camps, it brands, re-education camps. You can get arrested for having WhatsApp on your phone. If you say anything against the Chinese regime and you say, "Oh, I want democracy," they will arrest you and put you in the re-education centre for a minimum term of 2 years. You have to have really strict. You chained, faced on your knees in the sun for like 4 hours every day on concrete floors. You have to speak one language. You have to recite and be faithful to the communist regime. Mr. Hagues urged that the combination of loss of trust in the elections in the world's most powerful home freedoms to the cost of suffering democratic ideas, totalitarians. There's an interesting one. Steady erosion of the public's grip. Gatherings, crisis, futures of free open societies. Moscow, Tehran, Beijing, there's so much satisfaction at the chaos in Washington. Yeah, they're loving it. They've got Rupley. Rupley is, they're good, they cover things. It's back by the Russians, yeah. Basically, they are taking use of the pandemic. Until recently, I think it was 2050 that China was to take over from being the world's greatest economic leadership in the world. They were going to be the largest economic state, 2050, something like that. It's now 2028. So they're like rubbing their little hands going, 7 years' time, our economy will have overtaken the United States of America. So let's do everything we can to crash the States, crash the UK. Let's take their money, let's rule them. They've also taken control over Taiwan. They want to take over the seas as well, apparently. Obviously the Taiwan Sea is the largest trading route, so it's also claimed that South China Sea, which is the world's busiest shipping lane, it tells you here, black and white. Despite objections from its neighbours, it's just taking it. That's how the Chinese regime works. They see something, they want it, they just take it. They don't have a debate because they're communists. They just steal it. Yeah? Sir William argued democracies will have to reassert their core values and work together against external threats. So what he's really saying is, look, you're going to have to pull this together there, otherwise you're going to be taken over by a communist regime. All along, everybody that you've questioned about this, everybody has all said possible harm. They found it in bats, it wasn't wet markets. The WHO landed there a few nights ago. Haven't heard of that in the mainstream media, have we? You know, why the WHO there? They want to trace its origins. The reason they want to trace its origins is not to get at the Chinese, because they're scared of China. This is a fact, they're scared of China. It's to find the source of it. So if they can find the source, the bat it came from, they can probably just extinguish its fire. I really don't know, but I don't have any insight of being a communist nation. I know we're bad enough at the minute, but we still do have some rights. These people arrested, straight to re-education camps, no questions asked. They welded these poor sods in their doors. They actually welded people's front doors shut. They've got cameras on the front and the back of every property. If you go out extra times during the day, they'll ring you, they'll arrest you. You're a terrorist to them. If you don't agree with what they agree with, they want you to do, you're a terrorist, no questions asked. Sad.